Alright guys, welcome back to another Marvel mashup. Today we have a Dice Throne homebrew character versus a Dice Throne official Marvel character. We're going to take another crack at Venom, now that I know a little bit more about how his symbiotic bond works. It's actually exponentially stacking instead of just linear stacking. We'll get into why that's a different thing in a minute when it starts to happen. But we're going to be pinning the spider heroes against each other. Or I guess a spider hero and a spider villain against each other. The spiders are going to be going at it. We're going to take Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and put him against Venom. This should be a fun fight. But otherwise, we're going to begin in turn order. Like so. Alright, so Venom goes first. Shuffle, shuffle. So we have try again, reroll dice, event 6, identical same seas, and ability icon. Let's just move straight to this, because I want to inflict symbiotic bond. At the beginning of your turn, if you were attacked at any time, okay. Alright, which one of these inflicts symbiotic bond? Because I have to inflict it. I have to get 3 6s. Well, I have 3 6s, so let's try and get 4. Alright, let's try and go for ultimate. Nope. But we got 4 6s, so deal 8 undefendable damage, and then deal 1, inflict with 1 symbiotic bond. So basically, if you're inflicted by this, then you add 1 every during your upkeep. So basically, he can inflict webbed on me because he has my symbiotic bond, so webbed is nilched. And he gets another symbiotic bond every upkeep per token. So we'll explain why that's exponential, but first, 8 undefendable damage. He can't defend against it. So he'll go down to 42, and then I'll pass to him. So it's his turn now. Miles Morales, he'll gain CP, and he'll draw 5 cards instead of 4, because he gets 4 on start of game and 1 per income phase. Getting paid, so that's a free 2 CP. I'm going to sell this because it's not useful, and then I'm going to increase that ensnare to increase both small and large straight, and I'll also increase that, so we have a fail safe. Alright, let's go for 6s. Let's continue to go for 6s, but we'll see if we need to. We do have this. Roll 2 damage. Let's do it. 7. Alright, so deal 7. Deal 7 defendable. Alright, so that's 3 of those. So we don't deal anything, so we just take all 7. Alright. And that is going to be... Oh yeah, we inflicted him with that, so on his upkeep he gains another one of these. Alright, so he'll pass turn after that, because he has nothing left to do. Venom will draw another card, get another CP. I was attacked last turn, so I heal 1. Anytime you are attacked, heal 3. Oh, anytime I'm attacked, heal 1. Oh, so anytime I'm attacked. It's actually not a bad pass. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. So now anytime I'm attacked. So if he does damage to me from his defensive, his offensive, or by a status token, I heal 1 damage, which is pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna roll. Alright, so that is... It's 2 webs. Okay, I have that. 7, inflict poison bite. I don't think I can inflict poison on him, though. Grants immunity to our status effects. When a player reaches Hence all tokens are removed and I heal 1 per. Grants immunity to our status effects. A player with this token, yeah. So he can't get status tokens to me, but can I still give status tokens to him? That's the rule thing. Are there any rules? No. I don't believe that I can give him... I believe that what this is saying is I can still give negative status effects to him. But he can't give any to me. So I can still inflict poison bite. And that's what I'm going to do. Because I've got 2 webs and 2 spiders. So deal 7 defendable damage and inflict poison bite. When a player afflicted with this token activates an attack, they remove all poison dice and receive damage based on how many tokens were removed. Alright, so let's put 1 on here, and then 7 defendable damage. Let's do defense roll 2. On a 6, prevent half rolls. You may discard ability to take an additional roll attempt. I don't have invisibility, but I still prevent half damage, so I only take 3. Alright, so I passed turn. Now here comes the fun part. He's got 2. So instead of only getting just 1 token, he's going to get 2 tokens. So now he's got 4 of these tokens. It's exponential. That makes it fun. Sorry. So Miles Morales gains plus 1 CP and a card. Booyah, roll 1. Yeah, I'll try it. Alright, I gain invisibility. Roll defense against an undefendable attack. That is nice. Alright. Alright, I can do this again, or I can try and go for that one, or I can try and go for anything else. I don't want to just do this again. I want to do this again. Now that's 8 defendable. 8 defendable. Venom does nothing. So yeah, dealing 8. But Venom heals 1 because he was attacked. Nice. Alright, I'm going to pass turn. Venom gains 1 CP, it draws again. I'm going to spend this because I don't think I'm ever going to upgrade that. Alright, I need to start using some of these. Oh, he did activate something. When he attacks, he was supposed to have 2 damage dealt to him because of poison bite. Almost forgot about that. Alright, I want to do tendril grab now. So I need to get 6. I need to get 3 webs. There we go, 3 webs. Deal 6 defendable, inflicts tendril grab. Surrender CP or lose 1 roll attempt. Afflicted with this gets 1 fewer roll attempts during their next offensive phase. They can give me 1 CP if they still want to have an extra roll. That's pretty nice. So it's like Entangle, but there's a bonus. And then deal 6 defendable damage. I'm gonna go for... Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Alright, so I only take 3. Alright, so I'm gonna pass turn. Now here comes the fun part. Now he's got 8. So next turn he's going to reach stack limit, which is going to be fun. But now he has gain CP, he draws a card, tip it, and now he's only got 2 roll attempts unless he pays CP. Let's see if we even need that roll attempt. No, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, large straight, don't even need to. Draw 1, deal 9 damage, inflict web. But since I have to buy a bond, I can't do that. So I only deal 9 damage and draw my card. Alright, so he heals 1 and then heals 4. Because 2 per 6, 1 per 5. So heals 5, plus he heals 1 again because he will attack. So he's only taking 3 damage. Because he would take 9, but then he'd heal back 5 plus 1, so 6. Alright. So he didn't need to do anything for Tendril Grab, and he still kicks into his ability. Alright, he's gonna pass turn to Venom. Venom is gonna draw a card. 6 it, not this time, so wild. Try again. Same thing. Alright, we got a bunch of stuff. We could probably go for ultimate. Second. It's 2 webs. I couldn't inflict Tendril Grab. But Poison Bite's better. I'm gonna inflict Poison Bite. So deal 7 damage. Yeah, deal 7 damage and this. Right, so I didn't get a 6. Do I have anything that I can do? Yeah. I'm gonna spend this, change this to a 6. So I block 4 of that 7, so I'm only getting 3 dealt to me. And then I've got that poison bite one. Okay. Venom doesn't do anything, but now we move to upkeep. So he's going to get all the way up to 10. So I'm just going to remove all of these because he got to 10. And what that does is that means that for every single token on him, which is 10, Venom is going to heal that much. Alright. So Venom healed. I need to start killing him a little bit more quickly. Not like that. Well, actually, I can get combo. I do need combo. Roll again. Alright, so I got combo. So deal 5 and then gain combo. So what does combo do? I get to perform another offensive phase. If your offensive roll phase results in an attack, you may spend this at the conclusion of your opponent's defensive. Then immediately target the same opponent with an additional roll phase. So basically, he can't defend against my next another roll phase. So basically, we go over the same cycle again. So I can attack him with 2 things at once. So this will inflict the poison bite. So I'll take 2 damage from that, just right now, and then I'll deal 5 damage to him, which he can defend. He will heal 2 of that, so he takes 3. But then I'll spend combo, and then I can do another roll offensive and try and get something else to hit him with. Okay. That does 5 damage. That does 6. Getting 6s would be nice, but I don't have any of those. I know what I am going to do, though, after this. I'm going to keep these 2 and then roll these. Okay. Okay, so that's a small straight. And that will inflict web. So since I don't have symbiotic bond on, I can web him now, which is nice. This will make my next attack undefendable against him, which is great. And then I'm also dealing 6 damage. So 6 defendable damage. You can perform another offensive. He can heal. He's taking 4 damage. Plus, he got attacked twice this turn, so he's healing 2 of that because of his passive healing. But the next attack I will make against him will be undefendable. And with that, I'll end my turn. He'll gain CP. I think this is when we need to start spending cards. I'll use that. Draw 2. Use getting paid. Spend that as well, so I gain 3 CP from that. Alright, so now I gotta start using these. I think if I roll at least 2 6s, I'm gonna try and go for an ultimate. You know what? I'm still gonna go for it. Oh yeah. Alright, we just need 1 more 6. Alright. We're gonna spend 1. Try again, reroll 2 dice. I'm gonna try and reroll this. Alright. Change value any dice to be identical. Change value to a 6. I'm gonna spend 1 and 2. I'm gonna change this to a 6. And then change any value of a dice to a 6 with 6s. So that's 5 6s, so there's my ultimate. Inflict Poison Bite, Tendril Grab, and 3 Symbiotic Bond. That's going to be helpful. Then deal 9 damage if an attack has already made a maximum. Attacked character is already at maximum token stacks. Deal an extra 2 damage. So he is going to be at max stack with Tendril Grab, but not with Symbiotic Bond. So he'll get these 3, but he will not get. He'll only get extra 2 damage. So he's only taking 11. Alright. Alright, and with that, I'll end my turn. So an upkeep, clone, now he's got 6 on him, and he gains a CP. I would really like a remove tokens card. No. Definitely going to discard this for CP. Alright. I think I know what I want to do here. That is not going to do it. That's going to do it. Alright, I don't need to use Tendril Grab because I only use 2 roll effects. I'll take my 2 damage from the Poison Bite. But I'm going to deal 5 damage and gain combo. And what this is going to do is this 5 damage is going to be undefendable because I inflicted web on him. So he's going to take 5 undefendable damage, but he's going to heal 1 because obviously he can heal whenever he needs to. And then I'm going to spend combo. And what I want to do with this combo is very simple. I'm going to take 2 damage, obviously, because of the 2 damage that I received from Poison Bite. What I want to do here is I want to get the exact same combination that I just got. There we go. Deal 5 damage, this time it's going to be defendable, and I gain combo again. Now you can't stack combo, which sucks, but what this basically means is that I can deal 5 damage again. Now, does it mean my next turn offensive? Okay, it's immediately removed. So this is 5 defendable damage. In which he heals 2 plus 1 because of his passive heal. It's only 2 damage. And then for my turn, I'm going to spend 1 CP and inflict him with webbed again, so the next attack I make on him does undefendable damage. I'll pass my turn to him. Draw a card, remove the status effect token. I'll spend that. I think what I want to do is I want to remove this because invisibility can be spent so we can reroll multiple dice, and I don't want that. Okay, I'm going to do 7 and inflict Poison Bite again because it just helps. Alright, so Poison Bite, deal 7 damage, defendable damage. We want to do this. Alright, so he only takes 3 damage and inflict Poison Bite. Alright, pass turn to him. Really need that remove status tokens, but it's not going to matter because remove all of these because it's going to go up to 12, and Venom will heal 10 damage again. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to get that combo thing. Wait, I don't need to get that combo thing again. I can get it with my best. Oh, gain invisibility, deal 7 damage. Done. Okay, so deal 7 damage and gain invisibility. Oh, but that 7 damage is undefendable because of web. So that's 7 undefendable damage. Heal 1 because it's passive. And I'll spend combo. And now I want to try and get combo again. Deal 2 undefendable damage, gain combo still. I'm gonna do combo up right there. So I gain combo again, and I deal 2 undefendable, so he can't defend against this either. But he does heal 1, which does suck. Alright, so that's just a bunch of combo stuff. I get 2 damage dealt to me because of that poison bite, and I pass turn to him. Force them to reroll, don't care about that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, large straight. Deal 4 damage to every other player, inflict poison bite. So, inflict poison bite, and deal 4 undefendable damage. But I'm going to use invisibility, and now allow me to reroll. It's 4 undefendable, so I'm going to go for this deal 3 damage. And I'm going to deal no damage and just take that 4. Alright. And pass turn to me. I've got nothing on me, no symbiotic bond on me. I'm going to do Vegas Baby. Gain 1 CP. Okay, I want to go for anything that's powerful. Anything powerful. Okay, come on. Ultimate time. Do I have a tippet? I do have a tippet. Spend the tippet. Wait, spend the tippet and the same Z's. Both at once. Make this tippet to a 6. Make this the same as the 6. Ultimate time. Gain invisibility, inflict webbed, and then deal 13 undefendable damage. Alright? So that is going to be 13 and then plus 1 because he heals. Alright? And then I spend combo, and now I can roll again. I don't want to get combo again. That's not going to be anywhere close to combo. This isn't looking like a combo one. Nope. I don't have combo, but I deal 5 damage, and it's undefendable because I inflicted webbed. So that's 5 undefendable, and he heals, so he's up to 20. And then I did poison bite, so I'm down to 5. Alright. Pass turn. Venom. Nice defensive. No. God damn it, man. Why is this hand thing gotta be here? Alright. Upgrade that, and keep going. Okay, so that is this. I'm going to deal 7 damage and inflict poison bite. I'm going to block that with this, so I'm only taking 3. Okay. He'll pass turn to me. I really need a healing thing. Ability succeeds on blank instead of blank. Well, that's nice, but I don't really need that right now. I need a good thing. Well, I'm not gonna die this turn, but I'm gonna be down to one thing. And I need to get combo. That's not combo. It's nowhere near combo. I'm only doing 4 damage. Well, only doing 3. That's what I get for trying to get something good. Combo. Oh yeah, and I go down to 1 health. So I'm basically dying next turn if it's not undefendable. So the strategic move for Venom here would not to deal undefendable damage, because if you deal undefendable damage, then he can block it. But if I spend that, I can just remove invisibility, and he's dying either way. Alright, so I just need to deal 1 damage. I'm gonna reroll these 2. Still gonna roll these 2. Alright, 2 webs, dealing 7 damage, inflicting poison bite just to put him out of his misery. That is 7 defendable damage. I will spend 1 token just to spend my last card. So now this Spidey Sense defense ability works on a web instead of just a 6. So I just need to get a web. I got a web and 6, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to block 3 of those, but still take 3 damage and I lose. So yeah, Venom is very overpowered if you actually play him correctly. He actually lost very easily to Pyromancer when I played him against her, but not against Pyromancer, against Ninja. So yeah, if I actually played it right, then Venom would have probably been a very overpowered character like he is, but unfortunately I didn't play him right the first time. My bad on this time. I actually read it up, actually read the rules properly, and it is an exponential symbiotic bond. So yeah, he's a very versatile character. I healed myself for 20 HP, which is pretty overpowered, especially with a passive healing 2, which is nice. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe down below if you are new to the channel, and comment down below if you'd like to suggest a matchup for me to do in the future. And I'll see you guys with the next matchup. Toodaloo!